Lions are probably the most ferocious predators in the bush, but sometimes even they can face adversity when they try hunting prey. Have you ever seen a wildebeest charge into a lion? What about a zebra that's special? So they rarely pursue them. When food is scarce, though, they may have no other choice. But it's not an easy task. A single lion facing a giraffe has a slim chance of bringing it down. Even a pride of lions, as shown in this video, will struggle to take down a giraffe when the lions are kicked in the face more frequently than any other animal. The lion's chances of survival are reduced if they are unable to close in on the giraffe. With a single strike, a giraffe can instantly kill a lion. They'll have enough food for days if they catch the giraffe, so it's a fantastic catch for the entire family. But it's not easy. Look at this giraffe's strength as she knocks over and tramples this lioness trying to ambush it. Number 14, Buffalo versus Lion. The Cape buffalo is a fearsome beast capable of tossing a lion around like a stuffed animal. While hunting in South Africa's Kruger National Park, a hungry lion had an unplanned brush with a Cape buffalo, which developed into a life-or-death struggle. After two younger lions stalked the buffalo, one lion leapt on it, and the other lions appeared to be seconds away from a new kill. The buffalo was worn out, and the game appeared to be finished. But one bull put his life on the line to save his friend, charging the lion with his mighty horns and tossing it high into the air. Except for the two cats' egos, most of the animals survived the brawl without sustaining injuries. Watch how this buffalo chases down these lions and tosses one into the air like it's playing volleyball, despite the fact it's a sub-adult. What's more remarkable is the lion runs away from the scene with no significant injuries. A buffalo throws this lion into the air and the lion survives. The lion is exceedingly emaciated and fragile and has a very bad limp, which is likely one of the reasons the buffalo was able to hurt it so badly. This pride has made a kill, but the herd will not let the pride enjoy its kill as they charge into the felines, forcing them to leave the table early. I guess the pride will have to be patient and hope the herd leaves so they can get back to business. Number 13, Lion versus Porcupine. In the middle of the night, this porcupine encounters two lions. As they inspect the porcupine for a weak spot, the lions are curious but not overly aggressive. More of the pride approaches, and you can see the porcupine is slightly injured, so I assume one of the lions managed to hit a soft spot. The lions congregate around the porcupine, attempting to strike it, but they always end up with quills stuck in their paws. They become irritated and leave, but the porcupine may have difficulty recovering from the injury. These lions come across a porcupine and quickly discover how messy it is to mess with one. They have a good idea of what will happen, so they don't press too hard, but the temptation is too strong at times, and they still try to snatch it, ending up with quills stuck in their paws and mouths. This is a small porcupine, and these lions don't seem to care. They clearly understand the consequences of killing it, which makes them act like they already know how much trouble they'll get into. While the female lions watch the porcupine, the male lions are not interested. They're like, forget about it, ladies. The four lions nearby appear to be completely ignoring the porcupine. Another pride of lions with a few cubs are pursuing a porcupine, but not many are actually trying to kill it because they know what's in store for them. Even if they kill the porcupine, for all the trouble it entails, it's such a small prize and not worth the risk. I think the felines agree with me. Number 12, Zebra kicks lion. Here is a zebra that has learned one or two ninja moves when it kicks this lion in the face and knocks it out. I'm sure the lion didn't expect that kind of reaction from the striped horse. Here's a feisty little zebra that will not say yes to an aggressive lion. Just when it looks like the zebra will become the main meal of the evening, it creates havoc for the feline and manages to free itself from the big cat's grip. After stomping on the lion, the zebra takes off, and even though the lion desperately tries to hang on to the zebra, a few kicks by the zebra complete the escape. This mother zebra is not intimidated when a lion tries to grab her foal. She gets in the middle of the aggressor and her baby and kicks it a few times, allowing the zebra to escape the powerful jaws of the lion. Number 11. Honey badger versus lion. This male lion charges towards a honey badger, but the badger gives the lion a hard time. This badger isn't about to take any nonsense from the big cat. It informs the lion that it is not welcome and instructs it to flee, unless it wishes to join forces and collaborate. The lion considers it and decides to join the badger. They're probably off to see the wizard. Two honey badgers are up against the lion pride. To say the badgers are outmatched is an understatement, but when it comes to badgers, you never know what will happen. The badgers stand up to the lions and the lions walk away. Because many of the lions are young, it's logical the crazed honey badgers perplex them. They must be wondering why their mothers never mentioned these crazy animals to them during their hunting lessons. Number 10. Wildebeest. Wildebeest are often hunted by lions, and they are often killed, but one-on-one they manage to escape at times. In our thumbnail, this wildebeest stabs right through this lion and lets the feline know it's not to be messed with. This wildebeest challenges a lion instead of running the other way, and it pays off. The lion is intimidated and backs off. As soon as the wildebeest sees the lion is leaving, it decides to run the other way. This wildebeest chases a lion along a riverbank, and the wildebeest even manages to charge and hit the lion with its horns before running off in a different direction. In this video, a seemingly certain kill turns into a fiasco for this lioness. The wildebeests are quite capable of defending themselves, and this bull manages to counterattack every time. Finally, he actually decides to attack the lioness himself. Unnerved, the lioness gives up and abandons the hunt. Number 9. Hippo. The hippo is another animal that lions rarely attack for obvious reasons. This lion is pestering this hippo by relaxing in the hippo's territory. The hippo decides to charge the lion to assert his dominance, and the lion gets the message and gets out of there without thinking twice. A wildlife ranger captured breathtaking video of a wounded hippo fighting 5 adult lions. While the gigantic hippo searched its way to a limited supply of water, 2 male lions happened to be sleeping on the ridge line above. The male lions were concerned by the hippo and summoned their pride, which arrived in a heartbeat, complete with 3 lionesses and 4 young cubs. To bring down the hippo, the adult predators began biting and scratching at its back. As the hippo battled to safety, it looks like the greedy pride bit off more than it could chew. This hippo is taking a nap, and a lioness decides to approach the large animal to make sure it's not a huge boulder sitting in the middle of the savannah. When the hippo wakes up, the lioness has something else coming as he chases her and almost crushes her to death with one bite. Although they are big, hippos run fast, so they are not an easy target even for a pride of lions. Number 8. Baboon versus lion. Baboons are tough, but they're not supposed to be able to challenge a lion. However, in this video, this young lion tries to assault a baboon, and the baboon chases the lion. Even when the lion comes for a second wave of attacks, the baboon stands his ground and challenges the feline. Unfortunately for the baboon, he becomes too ambitious, and when the rest of the pride comes running, the baboon is ambushed and has nowhere to go, and it's all over for him. The baboon dies because he was attacked by many lions, but when the fight was fair, he dominated the lone lion. Number 7. Dog versus porcupine. This dog is all over this porcupine, but the dog's torso and face are completely covered in quills. The rescuers who arrived to put an end to the over an hour-long fight ended the porcupine's misery by shooting it, as seen in the video. The dog was taken to a pet emergency clinic and is now recovering. I'm guessing the porcupine was in poor health because it would have been only fair to take him to a vet as well. These dogs are trying to grab this porcupine. There are 2 things wrong with this video. The first is the dog's handler allowing the dogs to hunt an innocent porcupine. What's worse is the dogs will all end up with quills stuck in their bodies, and besides being painful, they are not easy to remove. I guess some people are just plain dumb and cruel. Number 6. Elephant versus lion. Gazelles are difficult to catch, but a small elephant is an enticing prey for a pride of lions. It's difficult to keep up with the herd, but the lions won't miss a beat if she falls behind. They trail behind, waiting for their chance to strike. The mother and calf are separated from the herd. Now is the time to act for the felines. A protective mother, on the other hand, is not to be trifled with. To scare the huge cat, she roars and utilizes deafening trumpet blasts. The calf clings to mom like glue and stays wedged between her legs. The lions are unable to gain access, and this loving mother outmaneuvers them at every point. The calf is finally safe. When two male lions see a huge elephant coming their way, they realize what's best for them and take the long way home. They don't waste any time messing around with this beast. This elephant is aware of the presence of cats. The lions are also aware the enormous beast is not far away. The cats know what to do when the elephant comes around the corner and don't waste time. They gather their belongings and flee as quickly as possible. Number 5. Leopard versus porcupine. To protect themselves, the porcupine's back and tail is covered with quills mixed in with their regular hair. When threatened, porcupines turn away and try to stuff quills into their aggressors. It's obvious this leopard is apprehensive attacking this porcupine, and it chases it around endlessly without doing much more than gently tapping the porcupine on the back. Eventually, the cat gets fed up and decides to lie down next to the porcupine. That's the smartest move this leopard will have made all day. Number 4. Crocodile. This beautiful male lion shows interest in this abandoned carcass on the sides of a riverbank, but when a crocodile comes out of the water to greet the lion and ask him if he's lost, the lion stands back and lays down, trying to negotiate with the reptile. Most fights between lions and crocodiles occur because of food. It's not like one of these big predators is looking to eat the other, so when they cross paths, it's usually about food. But in this video, when these lions come upon a lost crocodile meandering through the bush, the lion huffs and puffs, but the crocodile urges the lion to leave him alone because he tells him he's in a rush for a dentist appointment. The male lion, realizing the crocodile needs some major dental work, stops bothering him. Number 3. Snake versus porcupine. This porcupine uses his behind to charge this snake as it attempts to stab the snake with its quills. The snake is threatening the porcupine's baby, and the porcupine has no other choice but to defend its young. No matter what predator attacks a porcupine, it's the same process. The predator must avoid the porcupine's quills and go for the meaty, unprotected part of the porcupine's body. This snake is trying to strike this porcupine, but the porcupine is not an easy target. This snake enters this porcupine's den, and it doesn't seem to mind rubbing against the porcupine's quills. The snake is very aggressive, but the porcupine pulls a moon on the snake and seems to work for the time being. Number 2. Warthog. Warthogs are fearless and ferocious creatures capable of wreaking havoc on any predator. But in comparison to the great lion, how do they fare? Do they have a chance at all? Of course, the warthog isn't an idiot and it won't approach a lion and threaten it. You can see this warthog charge this lion and the lion backing up. The warthog can hurt the lion if it's not careful. Number 1. Rhino versus lions. This healthy rhino is surrounded by a few lions, but he's not intimidated one bit. He keeps walking around, and when the cats get too close, he charges them. As he walks towards a waterhole, the felines follow him, hoping to get something out of this. But all they end up doing is laying down on the ground and watching the rhino drink from the waterhole. I guess they realize this big baby is out of their league. I'm well aware big cats need to eat, but I just love it when the underdog gets the upper hand once in a while. My favorite has to be some of those kicks thrown by that Kung Fu zebra. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 angry animals that attacked lions and other predators. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.